Loving God means keeping his commandments, and his commandments are not burdensome. Loving God means keeping his commandments, and his commandments are not burdensome. Greeting, guys. It is me here with a message of the kingdom of heaven. Guys, here we're speaking about loving God. Guys, Daddy, guys, he wants it all or nothing. And have you ever sat down and asked yourself, why? Guys, he wants it all or nothing. And I will tell you why. It's because the love that he gave to us, he knows that nothing can ever, be more than it. Meaning that no one can ever show you love more than he has. No one, guys. I mean, we were dead spiritually, but he gave the blood. And the way we got that blood, guys, it was painful. Guys, I sit and I look at the Garden of Gethsemane saga, and I look at my Lord crying, and he says, Father, let this cup be taken away from me, not as I will, but as you will. He prayed a prayer that was almost not answered, and then he quickly changed it. Why? He realized that no, Daddy wants his sheep. Daddy wants his sheep, and I cannot refuse. Guys, Jesus could have fled and went to Ethiopia. Guys, Jesus could have done that. But he went exactly where he knew Judas would take his dogs to. And he was flogged. He was mocked. He received 39 stripes, pins going through his hands and feet. And Jesus, guys, never ran away. I mean, guys, guys, Jesus. When I think about it, dude, guys, sometimes I go crazy. Guys, the guy walks on water. And I look at Judas, the fact that he betrayed a person who is able to walk on water. Couldn't Judas betray me because I am limited? Couldn't Judas betray you because you are limited? He betrays someone who can just walk on water, meaning Jesus could have ran on water and went overseas instead of going to to Garden of Gethsemane. I don't know, guys, if you understand. Judas knew that the guy can disappear. He betrays someone who can disappear. Who does that? Which fool does that? Couldn't Judas betray me or you? People who are limited. Guys, I can't run on water. Guys, ask me to run on water today. I'll give you a hard slap because I will sink. You go there and run on water and see if you won't sink. But that guy walks on water. And who does that? How do you do it? How do you betray someone who can just disappear into thin air? The guy is just, like really. So I sit and I look at my Lord and I'm like, that guy could have done that. He could have just disappeared. Yet the guy went exactly to the place where he knew that betrayer will find him with his dogs. And he went exactly there. He couldn't even go to Ethiopia. Guys, closest, he could have, guys. I look at my Lord and I'm like, oh, this dude will actually make me crazy. Guys, I'm telling you, one day you will walk, guys, you will be passing, and you will see a lady walking naked there on the street, and you ask yourself, who is this? It's actually me. I'm telling you, I've gone crazy. When I think about Jesus, guys, I just go crazy. I'm telling you, you will be passing by or driving by and you'll see a lady walking naked, and you'll be like, what the heck? It's me. I'm crazy. I was thinking about Jesus. Whenever I think about that dude, guys, I go crazy. The thing he did, guys, the things he did, I just lose it. I go crazy. And I'm telling you, very, very soon I'll start eating from the beans, because I go crazy when I think about Jesus. And guys, here Daddy is giving us his son. He says, go there. And Jesus, guys, is there in the Garden of Gethsemane and he's crying and he says, Father, I don't want to do this anymore. But he says, I will do it because it's your will. In other words, Daddy, guys, was hurt. Daddy, guys, was hurt. Jesus says, my soul is sorrowful to the point. Guys, he says, my soul is sorrowful to the point of, guys, and I sit and I'm like, when you are a parent and your child is there in the coma, you are the one who's feeling it. You're feeling more pain than the child. So daddy was feeling more pain for Jesus, yet it was Jesus who was going through that. Guys, and I sit and I'm like, guys, can you get more love than that? Can you? You can't. You can't. I'm telling you, you can't. So I sit and I'm like, daddy demands from us that love. He wants us to love him. You understand? And he wants it all or nothing. And guys, believe me when I tell you, he deserves it. Guys, I've received so much love from my Lord, when he tells me and he says, I love you, my daughter, when he says, I love you, princess, when he says, I love you, my baby, and I'm like, I love you too, my Lord, and sometimes I'm so angry that I don't even respond. I tell him, I'm not going to respond. I'm tired of test. Enough is enough now. One test after the other, one test after the other. I'm tired, and when he tells me, I love you, my baby, and I'm like, I don't have time for that right now, Guys, I'm so used to that guy's love that I don't know what I will do without it. Guys, I've received love from guys. Guys, when you compare it to Jesus, guys suck. Then even when I tell you guys suck. You guys, you keep your love and shove it to where the sun doesn't shine and give it to those who want it. I don't want your love. You suck. Guys, until you get Jesus' love, that love will cause you to go crazy. Guys, I'm crazy. If you've listened to this podcast, sometimes guys, I listen to this podcast and I'm like, who's this crazy girl? This lady is crazy. The way she talks, she's crazy. I don't realize it's me, and I'm like, damn, Jesus, you've ruined me with your love. You've ruined me. You've actually taken me away from guys, and guys don't understand why I don't care about them. It's because Jesus has destroyed me with his love. That guy can destroy. Guys, the way that guy loves. And I never really understood until I started getting his love. And when he speaks to his disciples, he says, the love that the Father has for me, you will also get it if you obey my commands. Guys, go to the Gospel of John chapter 15. He says, the love that the Father gives me, the love I receive from the Father, you will also receive it when you obey my commands. Guys, and guys, I've been saying this, that it's difficult to obey his commands. It's difficult. And when you obey his commands, guys, first of all, it's so embarrassing, because when you obey him, people start looking down on you because you're not doing the things that they are doing. And at that time, you will need someone to love you, because you're not going to get love from people when you start obeying daddy, because they'll be running after sex. You are admonishing against that. And to them, it's like, why are you acting like this? Miss Right, Miss what, Miss Goody Goody, they call you all these names and stuff and what and what not, so you're not gonna get love from people. You stop loving money, and people are like, why you think you're better than us? They don't realize that you've stopped doing things because you realize you are bad. Now you want to be better. You understand? So you get rid of them, not because of who they are, but because you realize that they've given in to these things, but you want to change because you believe what Jesus is saying. And if you remain with them, or if you keep friendship with them, you are not going to receive Jesus' love, because you can't pass when you are among failures. Simple, guys. If you are among failures, there's no way you're going to pass. So if you want to pass, get rid of failures. If you failed in obeying Jesus, I must get rid of you. Not because you've done anything wrong with me, but because I need to give myself a chance to pass. Simple as that, guys. Simple as that. There's nothing as simple as that, guys. I got rid of you because I need to give myself a chance to pass. You are a failure. You failed. That's why you're still having sex with your partner outside marriage. You are a failure. That's why you're still loving money. You are a failure. That's why you love the things of the world. You are a failure. That's why you're seeking after riches. Now, if you are a failure, why should I keep company with you? I need to give myself a chance to pass. Why? I need Jesus' love. He said, if you love me, you're going to receive my love. No, he said, if you obey my commands, you will receive my love. I want Jesus' love. If you failed, does it mean that I should fail as well? Hell to the never. You chose to fail. No one told you to fail. Did anyone tell you? No. Were you forced to fail? No. It was your choice. It was your decision. It's your prerogative. You understand? I don't owe anyone my soul. You understand? I need Jesus' love. I've received it. I know it. Guys, once you receive that love, ain't no way you're going to give it up. Guys, Ain't no way you're gonna give up that love. Paul says it compels us. He says it compels us to give up. Guys, Paul gave up things. The disciples, they gave up things, because of that love. Peter says, Lord, we've given up things for you. What are you going to give us? And Jesus tells them, guys, those guys already started receiving love. They were protected by Jesus. So for them, it was easy to give up. They obeyed his commands because they realized, damn, we've never received so much love. I mean, even guys, they need love from their mothers. They do need love from their mothers. And if you did not grow up with the motherly love, I'm sorry. But guess what? You can get that from Jesus. Guys, a woman and a man came from Jesus. Because Adam came from Jesus, who came from God. Meaning, Jesus gives birth. Guys, meaning that Jesus is both mother and father. Meaning he gives both kind of love. Meaning to males, he gives the motherly kind of love. And to us, he gives the fatherly kind of love. I don't know, guys, if you understand, because the sheep, both males and female, are the wife of Jesus. But how he gives love is different. To males, he gives it in a motherly kind. To us, ladies, he gives it in a fatherly way, because he knows that ladies can't live without their father's love, and men can't live without their mother's love. You understand? That's why when a man seeks for a wife, he seeks for someone who also gives him that motherly kind. And the lady, when he seeks for a husband, when she seeks for a husband, she seeks someone who will give that also fatherly love. You understand? Because it's needed, guys. It's a need, so daddy gives it. Oh, guys, and Jesus says, me and my Father will come and live in you and give you that love, only on a condition that you do what? You obey my commandments. Guys, it's difficult to obey those commandments. You understand? So Jesus must give you love, because while you are crying, because you are obeying him, guys, it's difficult to obey that dude, guys, to stay away from sex when everyone is having it left, right, and center like dogs, and you're not having it. Jesus needs to give you love. When people are running after money, earthly blessings and earthly riches and whatever, and you're not getting it, Jesus, guys, has to give you that love. You understand? So it's the kind of love that he also demands from us. Why? He's giving it to us first. He gives first, and then he demands from us. He says, I've given you love, you can give it to me. And guys, guess what? He doesn't want us to do anything for him. Just obey him. That's it. Just obey him. That's it. And he will take care of the rest. It's simple as that, guys. Love. I'm talking about love now, the emotional. Guys, I'm going to talk about something. I hope I'll make it with just these 2 minutes left. Excuse me, guys. I don't know what's happening with my throat nowadays. Nevertheless, guys, you see, with Jesus, guys, this emotional thing, this emotional love, I don't want to talk about it, but I'm just going to be short. I'm just going to be short. When people cheat, when someone cheats on you, but they are not cheating on you physically, but they are cheating on you emotionally with someone, be very careful with that. It is better for a person to actually cheat on you physically than cheat on you emotionally, because with emotional cheating, it is the heart that is involved. But with just physical, obviously, yes, it will hurt you, but it's just, sometimes it can just be a physical thing, but emotionally. So with daddy, guys, when he gives you that love, he also take care of that emotional part, because that emotional part is very important. When you are married and when you realize that that emotional part is no longer there between you and your spouse, find help. Find help, because there's nothing as more important as the emotional part. It's very important. So that's the part that Jesus takes care of. You understand? The emotional part, it's very, very important, guys. You can't replace that part. So if you want the real love, believe me when I tell you, that dude will give you love. He demands it from us because he's giving.